so I can tell you all what's been going on. But did something so nice today, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, and nobody can get me down at this point. Okay, so I had to go to school today, and I decided not to take an Uber or a Lyft because, well, me I try to save money, right? I'm trying to save. I'm not trying to be spending more than what I need to be spending. And so instead of taking a Uber or Lyft, which is what I have done the last couple of times that I've gone to school, I said, let's go take public transportation. Oh, baby! But I've been dreading this moment because I know I have to take public transportation to get to school because it's cheaper. But also because I've been worried because I don't know how it would fare out for me. So yes, I'm in a country that is all about exclusivity and being there for the elders and for the disabled and all of that. But I didn't know how that was going to play out for me, since I'm a little bit more than just, the average. So I was a little bit, plus all the information that was coming to me, what everyone was saying, kind of started to get me flustered and nervous, and I was freaking out a bit because I'm like, I have to take public transportation and I don't know how this is going to work. Is it going to be a good thing? Is it going to blah, blah, blah? The whole 9 works. The whole 9 yards. So I'm going to sit down because my foot is tired. So I was actually a bit nervous, but it worked out. So I took public transportation today, and I'm proud of myself. Because I'm about to drunk tonight. Not necessarily. But like I said, I was freaking out. I wasn't sure how I'd be able to do it. I'm in a new country. Everything is new to me. The bus system, and not just the bus system. I'm no longer taking bus to go from place to place. I'm taking bus plus other things. So for example, today I had to take a bus plus a train. I'm not sure, but it worked out pretty fine. And here are my few takeaways. 1, nothing is what it seems, or the information coming in, learn to filter the information. Even though I know that I'm supposed to be filtering the information and try not to get too worked up about it because I'm not in this situation yet, so I don't know what is going to happen, I still did. But for me, the first mistake was learn to filter the information and don't get too flustered. Also, the experience was way less intimidating when I was in it than when I kept thinking about this and kept thinking about what others were saying. So the experience wasn't bad. It did just sound and look intimidating, but it wasn't bad. That is 1. 2, I made a mistake. So let me explain. So I took the right bus at the wrong time. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm supposed to be taking, for example, the best way I can put it is, may there halfway tree, and may I go a Papine. And in order to reach the Papine, I have to take the bus, go a Ligani, and then take a train from Ligani to Papine, and then take one bus from Papine to my destination. That's the best way we can describe it. So I think it's I want number bus run from halfway tree go Ligani. For example, the 75 run from Spanish Town. But anyway, for example, the 75. So I take the 75 a halfway tree, but the 75 I go carry me go a Sovereign, Ligani, and then me have to take the train from Ligani to Papine in a square, and then take from Papine Square to my final destination, right? So I took the 75, but I took the 75 when it was going down instead of taking the 75 when it was coming up. So what I had to do was wait until the 75 went down its regular route and came back around and got back to Papine. Now that was the first mistake. So me take the right bus because it's the 75 I'm supposed to take, but me take it at the wrong time. So me take it when it a go down, not when it a come back. That was the first thing. Having taken the bus at the wrong time, it means that I was now behind by at least an hour because the bus works on a time system. So because I take the bus when it a go halfway through, and I wait till it go halfway through, do it and come back round, I was behind by an hour. Marco, the bus a go when it go halfway through and come back, it a go past Ligani. It a go past Ligani, but I get to ride on the bus for that period of time, so it wasn't bad, to be honest. I get to see places. It was a little sightseeing for me, but as I say, I was an hour behind than what I would want to. I wasn't late, but I was an hour behind than what I would want to. That's the first thing. When the bus go and come back around and whatever, I say, well, the bus, what is happening is the bus going where I want it to go. But kind of did get panicky at one point, and I had explained, so big up the bus driver, big him up, because when I entered the bus in the first place, he did mention to me that, hey, I'm going in the other direction than where you want to go, but you can ride with me and I'll take you to where you want to go. So I did do that. So I rode with him, and when I'm to come off at my actual stop, he did stop. But me ride, me go round now and me pass back like and me come up and me say, alright, me so reach, and then realize I'm not reach in a time frame me thinking in my head. Somebody kinda get like a panicky this because me say bombata I wonder if in gone somewhere else, so me not think about or whatever in detour or something. But so I got up and I said to him, hey, you remember I'm coming off at the tri-rail? And he's like, yeah man, remember I said the tri-rail, yeah, go no worry yourself. Not in my language clearly. So it's like, yeah man, remember I said the tri-rail, that is your next stop. So I panicked at the second to last stop before, or the last stop before going to my stop. That's when I kind of panicked a bit. And he was like, no, don't worry. So I just stood there. I never moved. I just stood there because he must say your stop next. And because the stops are so close, I never expect it to be like a next 10 minutes drive, which it was less than 10 minutes, but so it was about 10 minutes drive, give and take. All right. And then I came off. When I was coming off the bus, he printed a ticket. It's called an all-day pass, and he gave it to me. So when you're buying your train ticket, use this. It will help you to get your discount. It will help you to get a discount. So I'm come off and I head towards the direction of what the train station. Now Marco, I don't know where I go, I don't know nothing. I don't know if I buy my train ticket, nothing. So of course I look if I see anybody in any shirt where would I say tri-rail, or if somebody would I say if there's a shirt that said security or something like that, so I can ask them. Clearly I never saw anybody, and I was there looking. I didn't see a lot of people at the station, to be honest. When I went into the station, there was about 5 people max at the station waiting for a train. Some of them were sitting and they never looked like persons when we could have approached. They didn't look that approachable, so I never approached. So I just stand up there for a little bit and I see one nice lady, and she buy one ticket. She did the kiosk. I think that's what it's called, kiosk. She was at a kiosk and she was buying a ticket, and her phone fell. Now I didn't think that I wasn't thinking to ask the lady for assistance. I was thinking, oh, her phone fell, so I helped because she had a lot of stuff in her hands. So it's like, okay, let me just help her because her phone fell and other things were falling from her hand. So I went over there and I helped her, and I was like, by the way, I need your help. I don't know if you'll be able to help me. She's like, what is it? I said, I need to get from this train station to this train station. She's like, okay, you do it here. So I'm like, cool. And I'm standing there looking at the machine like, she's like, you're right. I'm like, how does this work? And she showed me how to work the kiosk, how to get my ticket and stuff like that. But not lie, me is a big woman, but me telling you the truth, I cannot for the life of me calculate US money. don't ask me. No, it's when it comes to the cents and the me can't calculate the cents them none at all. Me not grow no can, I'm not hide nothing. Me don't know if I calculate the cents. So the machine said $3 something another cents. Me put the ticket up on the screen so no can see where it said. It said $3 something another cents. Now in my head me I go, if I had sit there and waited to calculate how much is what, me ain't gonna reach nowhere. So what I did was I had a $5 in my pocket, so I just use the $5 and pay and get back my change. Kid you not, I do not know. I'm gonna have to ask somebody to help to sit down with me and like explain how me calculate out cents in terms of when me I pay for things, cause things are paid for in cents here and I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna have to ask somebody to sit down and go through that with me. I might ask my new friend, big up yourself, Miss A. I might ask her to help me like do that. So when it said $3 and whatever cents, I had the $3. I know I had the 30 something cents, but it was trying to figure out a 37 cents or whatever. Yeah, 30. So it was $3.37. It's trying to figure out what the $3.37 is. I can tell you what $2, for example, I can tell you what $2.25 is. That is $2.25. And a quarter, as in the quarter money. Me can't figure that out. Me don't know if I figure out the 35 cents or the 37 or the 47 or them cents. Then me can tell you $2.50. That easy. That is $2.25. Me know that part there. But some couldn't bother with that. Some just put in a $5, get money and gone. And then I did that and rode the train. It was pretty nerve-wracking at first because the train make a old man nice. The train make a whole pan nice, so it sound like it either drop off a track or, you know, sit down properly on the track or something. I remember at one point thinking, oh my God, what is this to get myself into? What the hell is this that I get myself into? But then it clicked to me, say, it's actually grounded, so most it can do is fall to the side or something like that, which is fine. It's the same as a bus, so I had to tell myself, say, oh, you're just riding a bus and it's a bumpy road. Riding a bigger bus and it's a bumpy road. And I kind of ease my mind at the nice and the behaviors of the train on the track. Because it was going really fast and it didn't make a hole for nice. It's like, oh, what the hell is going on? But that was fine. And then what was more interesting is that the sights are really pretty. I didn't get to video a lot of it. If I can find any other clippings, I'll insert it. I think honestly, I did get a little teeny clippings because I was paying more attention to what the train master, train instructor, whatever it is, the officials were saying. So I know when to come off of the train or when is my next stop. So I was paying attention to that. So I didn't get to pay attention to actually taking videos or anything or taking pictures. But let me tell you, it was a beautiful sight to ride. It was. And then I come off of the train, and then when I got to the train station, so I took the bus to the train station, take the train to the other station, and take a bus from that station to my school. When I got to that station to take a bus, I was confused because I'm taking a number 32 bus, but it has a specific, like I said, it has something like northwest 4 via southwest whatever, something to that effect. And I'm like, okay, how does this work? How me figure out? So as I asked this lady, I say, this is the number bus I'm looking for. I'm looking for a 32 bus that is heading northwest whatever. She's like, she can't tell me, she don't know. So I'm like, cocoa fuck. But when we read it, it had where I want to go, but it had it backwards. So for example, I wanted to go to a 32 northwest and say southwest 42 for conversation's sake. This is where I want to go, and it had so 42 whatever northwest. So it had it the other way around. So I wasn't too sure what to do about that. But luckily, I sat there and I was like, I'm watch it, and then there's two types of 32 that came on. There's a 32 that is going somewhere else, and then the 32 in which I am looking for, which is the one I'm to say, it turned back way, right? Cool. So the other one just said 32 OM something of it, OMN or Omni or whatever it was. So I knew it wasn't that 32. So when I came off the train, that was the first bus I saw. 2 minutes after I came off the train, that bus appeared, and I'm like, alright, cool. Clearly, this is not the bus I want. It has to say something about northwest and southwest and whatever in the little something wearing up at the top of the bus. So I sat there and I was like, when I checked my phone, it said that bus would be coming in a couple of minutes. So it was after 4 at the time, and it said the bus would come after 5. So I sat down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait on this bus, ask question, and then if it's not it, I wait for the next bus. Clearly, if I wait for no other bus, I go late for class, but whatever. So I sat there and I waited, and then this lady was sitting beside me. So I said to her, hey, because Florida get cold now. So it's like, hey, place is getting cold. She's like, yeah, but I like it. It makes me want to sleep. So we kind of did get one little banter going on. Not just no full on conversation, just a little banter. Enough for her to say to me that she's gonna. Hey, she's like, I think I'm gonna ride the bus. It's a cool evening, so I'm just gonna ride the bus and enjoy the whatever. Because it looked like she was waiting on somebody. She drove. She had a car keys in her hand. So she said she could just ride the bus and whatever and get something to eat and whatever. So it's like, cool. She's like, are you waiting on the same bus I'm waiting on? So it's like, I think so. It's a 32. She's like, yeah. All right. So I showed her the address. I showed her the northwest whatever something, right? She's like, she's not sure. But when the bus comes, she's going to point out to me that this is the bus. And then I can ask the driver, hey, is this where this bus is going? Whatever. I was like, cool. And then she said to me, do you know how much is the fare? I'm like, no. She said, it's $2.25. I think that's what she said. Yeah, which is $2.25. That much me picked up. She's like, it's $2.25. So I was like, do you have change? She's like, do you have change? I said, I think so. So I went I had money in my pocket. So I checked my pocket and I was like, hey, I have the $2.25. She's like, cool. When the bus came, went on the bus and I was like, I showed the address to him and he's like, this is where I want to come off. He's like, huh? And say, you can't see it. So I read it out. It says northwest, whatever. And say, yeah, man, cool. Here's my problem. I don't know how to read the streets in the US. So when I know when to come off my bus, I don't know when to get off the bus. So I'm like, alright, how am I going to get up? But if you follow the map, a map says you're supposed to ride for a number of stops before you reach your stop. So like it has to ride 10 stops, so your stop would be the 11th stop. So it's like, okay, cool. I know what the bus sign looks like, right? So what I did was started to count the bus signs. So each bus sign me pass, me count that as one. But then me realized that the bus was actually speaking to me. As in the bus was telling us where it was. It wasn't telling us at every stop, but it told us where it was at intervals. So me use that to say, alright, along with the stops that I'm counting. So for example, me count say, me pass 1, 2, 3, 4 bus stops. And then it would tell me when I'm passing the first stop, and then it would tell me when I pass the third stop. It wouldn't tell me when I pass the fourth stop. So I kind of started to figure out that part. And then I realized that the signs at each intersection, right? At each intersection, there's a sign that says one would have turned this way and one would have turned this way, right? So this one would says northwest 46. And the one this way would say southwest 160 something. So it's like, okay. In this area, in that specific area, I was able to read that street. So that is what I started to read. And I was like, so I started to read it and I know that I was coming off at, it had to say 37 and 163. Right? So I started reading it. This one says 37, 160, 37, 120. Or it did not count the other way. So it was coming from 150 coming down. So it's actually counting in the correct order. So 159, 150. Some way till it reach 162. And then me pull the lever. So there's a string that you pull to signify the stop. Now, all I pull the string would not pull. Luckily, the gentleman beside me said me a struggle and decide to say, alright, I'm going to help and pull the string for the stop. And me come off. When me come off, I'm like, so I'm facing this direction and I'm the direction I'm facing this direction, but I need to be on the other side of the road. So as the bus drive off, me I look and Mr. say me no see nothing here. So I look down on my phone. I was like, okay, it's saying to walk whatever minutes. But then me turn around and realize, oh, it's across the street, miracle. So there's a gate across the street. But the gate across the street is not a walking gate. It's a driving gate. And then I quickly realized, oh, shit. This is not a walking gate. This is a driving gate. So it's like, how the fuck am I going to do this? Pardon my language. I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? And then I was like, you know what? Nothing try, nothing done. So I just walk over and ask the security, hey, I'm a student here. Do you need to see my ID or anything? I have a class. And the class is at XYZ. He's like, yeah, man, go ahead. No. He's like, no. So what I did was I said, hey, I need to find XYZ. Can I walk here? He's like, huh? I was like, can I walk through here? Because I realized that it's literally a driving gate. He's like, do you drive? I'm like, no, I'm walking. He's like, you have class or something? I say, yes, I have class. He's like, where? And I tell him, he's like, okay, go ahead. That's where you're going. And he pointed to a building. He's like, that's where you're going. And I'm like, cool. No, I'm not going to that building. I'm going to the building in front. But it was easier to tell him, say that building there. Cool. Come again and pronounce the other one name properly. So it's like, yeah, man, go ahead. So I just walk around the building and make my way to school. So honestly, it was less intimidating once I got used to it than what it actually was. The only issue is that I'm going to have to figure out how to actually go in at the school when I come off of the bus. But I did it. I'm so proud of myself. And when I was on the campus, I realized, okay, I'm on campus now. I don't need to worry about it. So there was literally a moment when I just wanted to clap, scream and jump, and but I couldn't do that because I have a couple minutes to get. I had a couple minutes to get to the class, and I really wanted to pee. I had like 40 something minutes to get to the class, and I wanted to pee. And the class is at a distance because them campus not small, none at all. As you can see from previous videos, it ain't small, bro. So I had to go pee, so I had to find a bathroom and then walk my ass to my class, which was really. But I'm so proud of myself, and I know I might be talking really fast and don't know if you understand how I just said to know, but I made it. I made it to school and home, and I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, that's basically it. This is just to tell you how I got to school and what it was like for my first time riding the bus and a tri-rail. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I would do it again, but I'm gonna have to do it on a more leisure time because I really want to enjoy the process and enjoy what I'm seeing that I'm new to the area and stuff like that. But for school, I did it. I figured my way to school, and I'm really happy and I'm really proud of that. And so I've been drinking wine to celebrate, and yes, I ate before I started drinking, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thanks for watching. That's that. I didn't know if none of that makes sense a while ago if it was recording.